Hello, hello.
Hey, hey,
Welcome back to our channel. It's April and
boss, just being the Joneses.
well, we have retired our intro. So our little beat bop just being a Jones intro because Mr. Jones was tiring of it. So, and we have not yet decided or agreed, I would say, on another, I'll say decided on another, since we ain't really in disagreement about another one, but we
Yeah,
haven't agreed on another one. Um,
we'll figure
so
something out.
just welcome back to our
And it's
podcast.
good to be back.
It's been a while since our last episode, so we got to catch them up
Catch them up, catch them up.
on what's been going on the happenings.
Well, what's been going on?
Really nice, but just going on about business as usual. To be
Right.
honest,
hmm Yeah, we took our vacation to Miami, celebrate somebody's birthday, a good friend of ours. Well, he's more like family. We were so close. But yeah, that was a good time. We spent it was a 4-day vacation in Miami, and that was pretty cool. How'd you like that?
I think it was 5 days,
Okay, 5. Yeah.
and it was good. Um, we did a lot of relaxing, I would say, and
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
eating and stuff
relaxing.
like that. But yeah, it was fun. I like to create memories and stuff like that, especially with loved ones.
Yeah.
Like that's one of my big deals, creating memories. So I like to create memories.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So of course we had a good time doing that.
Remember, it's going a long way because you go years down the line. Sometimes you forget stuff and you look back on them things and remember and you reminisce. But yeah, we had a really good time, and it was also our during that time was also our 15th year anniversary. So we did something special. It was nice. I really enjoyed that doing that with you. It was the first time, something first time for you.
We hadn't really shared it with many people or whatever. So I
Yeah,
just say it was a memory of a lifetime, and
yeah.
I
15
mean a
years.
memory that would last a lifetime. Let's just say.
Yeah,
So yep. But anyway, 15 years is a long time.
it is. It is.
15 years. So this was in July, our anniversary, July 19th. So we celebrated our 15th anniversary this year. And um, for me, I would say 15 years. I would say it feel long. I guess it feel longer than 15 years. What about you?
I wouldn't say longer. I mean, it feels 15 years to me. It don't feel any shorter. It don't feel no longer. I mean, we had great times, during those 15 years, and I hope to um, get another good 15 years.
That's it. That's
I'm
short.
taking it 15 years at a time. So I mean, but I mean, of course, a lifetime. I'm just saying. People say I take it year by year. But now I want to.
No,
I'm
say
glad. I'm
another
glad
15.
another lifetime with you, baby.
Another 15 years sound creepy because it sounds like it it to death do us part. So another 15 years, like that still sounds short. It sounds creepy to say that.
Well, people say like another 50 years with you, baby, and I'm just saying like.
Well, the 50 is a whole lot longer than 15.
Well,
So
that's why I said a lifetime. This be a good life. Want to go the whole lifetime with you, and I know we're gonna do it. So
okay, so
another 15 years and beyond. How about that? Huh? Does that sound better?
no,
Dang.
15 sounded short.
But you just said it felt long.
Yeah, for us being together, but when you think about it, like going forward, when you think about like 15 more years together, that sounds short, seeing as how we so young. So that's what I'm saying, so I'm going to read deep into it. Like I'm going to think all deep.
Don't read so deep into it. How about that?
And be like, yeah, like another 60 years.
All right, well, I'm going to stick with another 15 years and beyond.
No. Well, hey,
15 to infinity. How about that?
It sounds creepy to say such a short time together when you know you're gonna be together to death do you part. So that's why I don't like that short. Like I don't like that.
All right.
It sounds creepy.
All right. 15 years to infinity.
Don't even say the 15. Gosh,
I think it sounds nice.
I don't.
What y'all think? Y'all think it sounds nice?
No,
Hit us up.
it do
Let me
not.
know. Let me
Anyway, I
know.
remember when we was like newlyweds, and people would tell me, I would say, to like enjoy everything you're doing because you know how chivalrous you were and all of this stuff like that and
Mm.
attentive and all these different things. So people will tell me to enjoy it while I can because it don't last. It's like a temporary thing. So the longer you get married, the less of that you see.
Yeah.
You know, so just like while you newlyweds, they like enjoy it now while it lasts.
Well, did they say when it would decrease? Or when it will run out, the chivalry and all that, the nice things I did at the beginning, did they say when it will run out or?
No, they just said do it right now.
Well, we know that listen now because they don't know what they're talking about. Oh man, do you think much has changed between us? Between how I treat you
Over the last 15 years?
over the last 15 years.
I think that things can get like I think we go through phases.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's changed as far as like, you know, you doing like how good you are to me, how well you treat me.
Yeah.
Anything like that. But in terms of like I don't think none of that changed. I think just because we've been together for so long, we go through phases.
Yeah.
So
because people change over time. So
yeah, and not just that. It's like you have to be intentional about, and I think that's what being intentional about keeping things in a good place, you know, and being happy comes along with what you do for yourself and what you do for each other.
Yeah.
So I think that like because we're you know being intentional about those things, that's why a whole lot haven't changed. I won't say that nothing has changed, but it hasn't been like okay you know you don't treat me right or no more, so I ain't happy and all this stuff. None of that.
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah.
So like all the things that people said that would change and it was just temporary. We go y'all in the newlywed stage. That's why it has not. You still have the same, like you still go after me with the same passion.
Yeah.
And and desire and stuff like that. So I mean, but what about you?
Same
What you
here.
think?
I
I mean, have I fell off and made your life hell? Yeah.
No.
You're living I'm the old ball and chain.
Never that. And that's truthfully from the heart. I appreciate every second that we've been together. This has been a great 15 years and to infinity. Another 15 to infinity. But no, you haven't fell off. You haven't made my life hell. Nothing like that. I mean, I've heard people say the same thing. You know, it's just you're happy now. It's fresh now. It's brand new. You're newlyweds. But wait till 7 years, go by. Whatever.
You know what? That is, people always say like when you get to 7 years, it's gonna be like that tough.
Yeah,
you're gonna have that you know tough hump or whatever to get over.
Yeah,
it's like they call it the 7 years something.
7 years something. Yeah, but they say if you make it 7 years, then you're good for life. I've heard that forever. Probably even before we got married. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's heard that definitely for a long time. But back to what I was saying. I mean, you've been great to me. I definitely have no complaints. I definitely would do this again. You know, if I had a time machine, I'll go back and do it again, even better. But you know,
somebody let me borrow a time machine.
Oh boy.
Okay.
But no, you haven't changed. Well, I mean, you changed for the better. But I appreciate everything you've done for me. All that you do for me. All the way you love me. It's been great. I mean, the food's still good. You still cook for me.
I think I probably cook less. That might have changed because I probably do cook less for real. Probably. But I mean, also we don't have as many kids that we had before in the house, so I can cook less without going broke.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Especially today's prices.
yeah. But so it's like real common that things change in relationships and stuff so many years. Like that's common though. Like you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just it's like I said, like even with us, it's nothing that I would say that some things change because we change. And like I said, we go through phases and it's and so we can be like really settled in and comfortable sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just gotta realize it and shake things up.
Sometimes it
And
gets
and
stagnant.
because I listen and you listen,
Yeah.
that's not hard. It doesn't create an issue between us. But it's very common that things change. Some things may change or in certain ways. Due to a number of factors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like I was saying before, complacency.
Yeah.
So sometimes, if you feel like, because the complacency could lead to boredom, it can lead to loss of interest, stuff like that. But when you don't allow yourself to lose interest because you get intentional, you like, oh, okay, we've been kind of relaxed and, a little bit, things kind of been like lulling a little bit here. So, like even with we was mentioning complacency.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. Career change. And sometimes people start off as and it can be good, this could be good or bad, because sometimes people start off as first going in and they both like working hard, and so it may not be as much time to do things or spend together, different things like that.
Yeah.
And then as they be together, as they are together longer or the years go by, then sometimes things start to settle down and you have more time. Somebody might retire, or both may retire, or your careers may change where you have more time. And then the flip side, like I said, just the work, like being, sometimes it starts off where you have more time.
Yeah.
Career changing and you don't have as much time.
Yeah.
So it could be the difference in the hours people work. I know some couples, some people work during the day, some people work, and then their spouse or significant other works at night.
Yeah.
So they only have off days.
Sometimes even different geographically, they're geographically separated. I've seen, being in the military, I've known couples who work in different bases.
Yeah.
Different states, different bases, and they overcame those challenges. That's a big challenge. I mean, because they were together, and then,
Yeah.
one may be in the Army, another in the Air Force. I've seen that.
Yeah. And yeah, and then family dynamics.
Family dynamics, yeah.
So you people have children, and then things can change with that, because then you got you have other places to put your attention versus on each other. Because a lot of people come into relationships with no kids, and then they have children.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, now we have to focus also on our children.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you're not careful, you can not make that time, or it could come from not being intentional, not intentionally doing this, but just kind of like, okay, you start kind of making less time for each other.
Yeah.
Or that one-on-one time and stuff like that. So, or not just having kids, like even like we've been married for 15 years now, and we've been blessed that our parents are able to still be able to, take care of themselves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you have some people now, your family dynamic is changing because you may have to take care of a loved one. It might be a parent that moves in, or you taking care of them, and or either some stress of a parent may becoming ill, or just like having to put your attention toward that. And that's a life change, and changing your family dynamics that could interfere with your relationship and the engagement in your relationship and stuff like that. So, and then it can change things for the relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mental
health, physical health. Someone can have a mental health issue going on. It could pop up at any time. Any one of those, like we just mentioned, family dynamics, career changes, or anything like complacency, any of those could lead to like a mental health issue, or not, or just it could be a mental health issue like depression or something. Because you're not,
absolutely,
because it's been a big hit on your life. You know what I'm saying? Either of those things could be a big hit on your life, and it could really cause some issues. that
Mm-hmm.
you got to get taken care of. You know, what I'm saying? Or you should seek attention, seek a help to get that
Right.
addressed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a big one because like things that happen in the family that changes.
Mm-hmm.
Even with like some women that go through like that, you have a baby and then there's
Oh yeah,
postpartum
postpartum.
depression.
Yeah.
There's been a good bit of people who actually break up during, or either their marriage starts to decline
Mm.
during that time because of the mental health issues that a new mother may be facing, and
Mm.
sometimes like sometimes it goes unrecognized as what it
Yeah.
really is, and sometimes the spouse may not be supportive of it, or it may not be communicated in a way where um, either of them really understand because they don't know. They may not, like the mom may not know what's going on with
Yeah.
her, but these days it's so much awareness to mental health. I think more people are inclined to be like, you know what, am I going through postpartum
Yes.
depression?
Yes.
Than it was like, but then it used to be.
And
So then
fathers, and
now,
even the fathers are recognizing, hey,
right.
what's
And the
my
man could be
wife,
going through postpartum depression.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it happens with men too.
yeah.
Like they're not exempt. Guys are not exempt from
Mm-hmm.
postpartum depression, to be honest.
Mm.
So,
some a piece of advice I can give on that is check in with each other mental health. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not just physical, but also mental. Do those check-ins, and you know,
yeah. So, and then not just mental health, but physical health of a spouse or your mate,
mm-hmm.
significant or other,
Mm-hmm.
whoever. Um, sometimes people get sick,
Yeah,
and that your relationship may change, but you can't really necessarily control that,
mm-hmm.
because you can't, if it's, especially if it's a illness that um causes you to decline. um
Terminal.
yeah, well, not necessarily terminal, but sometimes there's illnesses that's not like you're not on your deathbed,
Yeah, true.
but
Yeah.
you are going through a lot of changes,
Mm-hmm.
and it may be a lot of aches or pains, it may be a lot of visits to the doctor's office, and maybe a lot of time
That's true.
and attention going through it. You may not be able to do the things that you used to do,
Yeah.
and even just body breaking down in a way. You may
Mm-hmm.
not be able to do some of the things you used to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even sexual things that happen to your body, the breaking down sexual, ED, and things like that. So, and things that women can go through with their body that can interfere with your sexual relationship,
Yeah.
or the sexual intimacy in your relationship. So, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah. It's
but
important to keep things popping.
when you have control of everything you have control over,
yeah,
the ways that you can control, are the things that you can control when you can control things, because life be lifing. It throws all kind of like roadblocks, stones, bricks, rocks,
hit you right upside the head sometimes, and you don't see it coming, and it'll hit you. You just got to be ready for anything.
It's so much. So much can be thrown at you.
Yeah.
So it's like the things that you can control, you want to try to control it. Like some of the things that you can do to, like, I know with us, I know we date each other still.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I know you'll do things like randomly, hey, let's go on an ice cream date or something, maybe a weekday, so we don't want to do anything too much, but it's like, okay, everybody worked or something, or you worked, and it's like, okay, you want to go on a little ice cream date or whatever, like something little, small here and there. And just kind of trying to do some of the same things that you did when the love was new.
When it was new, when it was fresh, yeah. Try your best to keep it fresh.
I think it's important to accept that if you never had somebody that was a hopeless, like a very, very romantic person,
mm-hmm.
you know that the person that you with personality is not the type that if you come home you're gonna have like roses trailed from the front door all the way to the bathroom with candles and all that stuff, and that was just never their personality. Being careful not to start to like feel some kind of way because now you married 15 years and you don't get that. You
Yeah.
know, like you ain't got that not one time in your 15
Yeah.
years, then you get the 15 years or
But now
something.
you expect it.
And you expect, yeah. So, but also, even though you, as a man or a woman, that some of the things that you didn't used to do, you could still begin or
Still
start to
trying.
do some of those
Mhm.
things. So,
That's
just being intentional about doing some of those things.
That's right.
But like, I mean, I would probably say that you got you got some romantic bones in your body. So
I got a few.
yeah. So you've done things that was like very, very sweet, nice, romantic. Like,
Yeah. And you
so I
definitely
expect it. I don't expect it to stop. Okay.
All right. All right. Well, hey, I expect things too.
Oh my
So
gosh.
hey.
Oh. Anyways, moving on from that.
Just want to flex the teeth.
But like, but even within that though, you know, like just the intimacy, it's all types of, it's different types of intimacy in a relationship. It ain't just sexual
Of course,
things.
yeah.
So like just making sure that, okay, emotional intimacy is there, all of these things, you know, along with the physical, the sexual intimacy, and then the touching and different things, like touching often. I think we touch all the time,
Yeah.
very affectionately.
Yeah. That's definitely my love language.
Yeah. So touching don't always be during sex. You know, you got to touch each other when you ain't in the bed too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like just
hugs, squeeze,
hugs,
touch,
and
yeah, all that,
just holding hands and
all that.
You know, just stuff like that. Just kind of,
and that help keep it fresh. Those little things. You take a few seconds or even a few minutes.
Making time for each other, super, super, duper, duper, duper important.
Break up the monotony.
Because that's how you, more than likely, making time for each other.
Yeah.
Doing some of those things that, like what made you interested in each other in the beginning. So that's the things that you have to kind of think about.
Right.
And keep in mind, but create new experiences, because I like to create memories and stuff. So we create new experiences, but like, so sometimes you gotta be creative, because sometimes you can feel like you done did it all. It's a lot to do, but like still creating new experiences with each other and stuff like that. That helps things to stay fun,
interesting,
exciting, interesting. Yep.
Things getting too.
I was just scratching my nose. You did this like I was trying to tell you something.
I thought you was though. Yeah.
Like I was giving you an answer.
What was that? What is it? Something brown on my nose or what?
But anyway.
Yeah. And we kind of touched on keeping communication open and complacency, and just try to do those things to keep away the boredom and the complacency. You know, you don't want the relationship getting stagnant and stale and boring, because that can lead to other things that you don't want in your relationship. But you know, like you say, being intentional about things, you can keep it. Keep it. I say keep it fresh with quotes, but you know, it's not going to be exactly how it was in the beginning. But you can do things like I say, like you said, what I do, like the little midweek date nights. Take a little quick ice cream trip, you know what I'm saying, or quick coffee, a quick trip to the coffee shop, something like that, or
hold hands and
write little notes on a sticky, just little stuff like that. You know what I mean? So,
and it's a whole bunch of different things you can find, like with Google at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And just things out there, so many books and ideas and all of these different things out there. And even just, like I said, Google, because it's free.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's no reason why nobody shouldn't have no type of ideas.
That's right.
But it's the wanting to do it. It's the biggest thing, because you can have all the ideas in the world, and if y'all don't want to do the things, or somebody don't want to do the things, then or respond to the things that's being done, then it's just
Google. Google helped me find out about that bookstore date idea I had.
Oh, when you took me to the bookstore.
Yeah. You said you wanted a bookstore date, so I was like, well, let me put something together.
Yeah.
And that was a good time.
Yeah, it was we did a scavenger hunt in the bookstore. It was so
Yep. A
nice.
few little things, a few little tasks that I
Yes.
found, and it was like, oh, okay,
Who
so
said you wasn't gonna still have it?
like you said, I got a few little bones, a few little romantic bones left. they ain't broke yet. They whittled down, but they ain't broke.
Yep. And so you can find things to talk about. And again, like I said, Google is at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And so therefore you can find all types of things to talk about. And
Yeah.
if you like that goes into like the mental intimacy part where you can have the conversations and talk to each other and hear each other's ideas or views or opinions on different things, stuff like that. And then as you change, then you still getting to know the person, or you still know the person that you with, because you having those conversations about different things.
Yeah.
So, but yep, you got anything else to go with that? As far as where it can be helpful to, it's just.
Nope, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well,
that was
all right.
That was a lot.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah,
it's been fun. Real. Well, okay, guys. I hope y'all got some little nuggets or gems from that. And if you didn't need it, take it back and give it to somebody else. But until next time, check out our older episodes if you have not already. And also, please give us a like and a follow on your favorite, whatever your favorite platform is. Well, out of the 5 that we're on. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, go ahead and subscribe. That's just being the Joneses. And thank y'all in advance for that. And leave comments. We'll respond when y'all leave comments, especially on YouTube. We have shorts and all kind of other stuff like that on our channel for YouTube. So if you follow us on there, you'll get a little bit more. But and then DM us on IG at Just Being the Joneses. If you got any questions about our episodes, or if you have any topic ideas you want us to discuss, or whatever, any questions you want us to address on our podcast, or whatever. So until next time, rest your mind, your body, your soul as needed, and have a great rest of your week. And it's Just Being the Joneses.
Just Being the Jones.
We out.